Hello and welcome back to English class. In today's video we're going to be looking at some vocabulary related to first certificate about feelings. The vocabulary is going to be related to nouns, adjectives and verbs. Vocabulary related to feelings is going to be really useful, especially in the speaking exam when you have to talk about two photos. Rather, you have to compare. And some things that you can compare between the photos could be, and I recommend it should be, emotions or feelings that the people are experiencing. So this vocabulary could benefit you quite a lot in the speaking part. It could also benefit in the use of English part 3, word formation. And at the end of the video, you'll have the chance to do some activity based on word formation to do with different forms of the word. Without further ado, let's look at our first noun. Our first noun is amazement. Amazement is when we have great surprise or wonder. For example, John experienced great amazement when he saw his first lion at the zoo. The next word is embarrassment. Embarrassment. This is when you experience shame or even awkwardness. Imagine that Jane is at the dinner table and she experiences embarrassment because she spilt food and drink all over her. It's quite an awkward situation. She has experienced embarrassment. The third and final noun is misery. Okay, now misery is when you feel physical or mental distress or discomfort. So from the word misery, could you think now, and yes you can pause the video, what the adjective of misery would be? If you said miserable, you would be right. Fantastic. Now let's have a look at some adjectives that we could use to describe emotions and feelings. Astonished. This is when somebody is really surprised or impressed. It's like a synonym of amazed, remember, which was the adjective of amazement, which was our first noun. You could say, for example, Jules was astonished with Fabian's final piece of art. He was truly astonished. It was beautiful. The next adjective actually contains two words. Fed up. A person is normally fed up when he or she is annoyed or bored of a certain situation that normally has been going on for a long time. The person is usually unhappy, and this person might say, for example, I'm fed up with my work. It's too many hours and I just can't keep doing it. I'm fed up. This person is unhappy and does not want to be doing this action or this job anymore. The final adjective we're looking at here is relieved. Relieved is when you no longer feel anxious, you no longer feel unhappy, and you no longer experience distress. For example, Samantha is relieved to have finished that 3-hour exam. Now, pause the video if you like. Could you think of what the noun would be from the adjective relieved? If you said relief, you would be correct. Now, the final category of first certificate vocabulary is going to be verbs. The first verb is annoy. Okay, to annoy somebody means that you are making them a little bit angry. Okay? For example, Jack was annoying John whilst he was playing the game. He kept tapping him on the back. Could you think of what the adjective would be from annoy? If you said annoying or annoyed, then you would be correct. But when would we use annoyed and when would we use annoying? Normally we use annoyed when we refer to people. For example, John was annoyed, or Peter was annoyed that nobody showed up for his birthday party. And annoying, ing, we would usually use it to describe a situation. For example, an annoying moment. Remember when he was playing the video game? This could be described as an annoying moment. The next verb is disappoint. This means to fail, to fulfill hopes or expectations. For example, Peter disappointed his parents when he skipped school. That basically means that he didn't go to school. He disappointed his parents. He should have been in school. Could you think of what the noun would be from the verb disappoint? If you said disappointment, you would be correct. The last word, the last verb that we're going to look at today is frighten. To frighten means to make somebody afraid or anxious. For example, at Halloween, Jonathan frightened his neighbours by dressing up as a ghost. Okay, now remember before I told you with ing and ed for adjectives, it was used to describe different things. So could you think of what the adjectives would be for the verb frighten? Frightened and frightening. For example, the situation where Jonathan dressed up as a ghost was frightening. The neighbours were frightened. This is the adjective. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys now with a table of different words that I would like you to form and have a go yourself. After the table, the answers will appear. So take some time, even get your pen out and have a go yourself at forming these different words. Remember, in part 3 of word formation in use of English, you will need to know how to form different words. So, get down to work and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.